One, boom. Hello, everybody, and let's welcome in our IELTS Cafe. IELTS Cafe is a new initiative. It's an initiative in our courses in the summer. And tonight, we're so honored to have one of our prominent speaking examiners. She's with us here in Egypt, but she's originally from America. And can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. This is Linda. How is everybody doing?
Hello. Now I'll make you the host. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. I think you've got the message now that you're the host. You're the hostess.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So you can do whatever you want, and I'll switch off my camera and you take the lead. Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
I'll be around.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay, I know you guys can't respond because your mics are muted. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. Does that sound like a plan to everyone? Thank you. I try to keep my voice as clear as possible. My throat is a little hoarse, so my throat is a little hoarse, so I might be a little like scratchy. Okay, so I'm sorry for that, but just bear with me. Okay, also sometimes my connection can be a little unstable. We're in Egypt, so please bear in mind that if my connection does glitch on and off, don't worry, I'll be back. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share, okay, my documents that I made, and we're gonna get started. Okay, so I'm going to share. Let me go to my documents. Okay. Okay. And okay. And, okay. All right. Is everyone able to see? Is everyone able to see the document okay? Okay, great, great, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I got back here. Go back to the share. Okay. All right, go ahead and get started then. Okay. We're going to start off with the first thing that's very unique to the American accent, and that is the flap T sound. This is when the T sound in a word is spoken with a D sound. I'm sure you guys have heard this when you're watching movies or watching television shows from America. You will hear this in the words or two-word phrases listed below when speaking with an American accent. Okay, I have some examples down here. Okay, the first word is water. Water. Okay, did you hear that D sound? Now, the British, they usually pronounce it as water. Water. But in America, we say water. Water. I'd like a glass of water. I'd like a glass of water. Do you hear that? Water. The water is too cold. The water is too cold. Okay. The next word is computer. Computer. I need a new computer. I really need a new computer. I do, really. Get off my computer. Get off my computer. Do you hear that? The T makes a D sound. Little, little. Look at how little this dog is. Look at how little this dog is. She's a little girl. She's a little girl. So the two T's in the middle of the word little turn into D's. Makes a D sound. Little, little. The same thing with the next word, bottle. Bottle. I have a bottle of water. Or have a bottle of water. Have a bottle of water. I need a new bottle of shampoo. I need a new bottle of shampoo. I hope you all have a bottle of water for the class. Okay. The next word, okay, also in the middle of a longer word such as political, the T will turn into a D sound. Political, political. She's very political. He's a political figure. Okay, now if you say the word politician, politician will never sound like a D, okay? Politician, you have to pronounce the T sound. But if you change it to political, then the T changes into a D sound with the American accent. Political. The next word is city. 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 I know here that when people go to city center, you guys will say city center. But with the American accent, we would say city center. City center. Cairo is a large city. Cairo is a large city. What city are you from? What city are you from? The next word is beautiful. Beautiful. Do you hear that? The T again turns to a D sound. Beautiful. Beautiful. The sunset is beautiful this evening. The sunset is beautiful this evening. Did you hear at the end of the sentence when I said this evening? Did you notice how the S at the end of this glides into evening, and it sounds like I say this evening. The sunset is beautiful this evening. Doesn't she look beautiful? Doesn't she look beautiful? Letter. Letter. I should send them a letter. I should send them a letter. What is the letter of your last name? Oh no, I said that wrong. What is the letter of your first name? What is the letter of your first name? Gotta. Gotta. Okay? Did you ever see this word, gotta? It's very common in American English. Gotta. Sorry, but we really gotta go. Sorry, but we really gotta go. I gotta get out of this place. I gotta get out of this place. All right. The next word is opportunities. Opportunities. Now, in the beginning, opportune, of course we say the T, tune, opportunities. It's at the end of the word where the T turns to a D sound. Opportunities. We have some wonderful opportunities. There are very few opportunities in my country. There are very few opportunities in my country. That's not true. There's a lot of opportunities in my country, which is the United States. You just have to work for it. Okay. Okay, these are a couple phrases that I told you about. Okay, but I, okay, when we say it with an American accent, all right, the T in but will turn to a D sound. I love the sea, but I can't swim. I love the sea, but I can't swim. I like to eat, but I can't cook. I like to eat, but I can't cook. I can cook, don't worry. Okay. The next one is whata. Whata. Okay. We don't say what, okay. We say whata. What a gorgeous dress. What a gorgeous dress. What a disaster that vacation was. What a disaster that vacation was. And the next one is go to, but in an American accent, you say go to sleep, go to sleep. Did you hear that? Go to sleep, go to work, go to work, go to school, go to the park. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm just coming back to check on everybody to make sure you're okay. Is everyone all right? Everybody doing okay? Okay, wonderful. Okay, now I'm going to go back. Okay, I'm going to go back to the share. Okay. Okay, now we're going to start with the next theme of the American accent, and that's the vanishing T. Okay, sometimes we have these words that when we say, even though there's a T in the word, the T vanishes. You don't hear it anymore. Okay, this is when the T disappears from a word that is in between two consonants. Okay, for example, forgive me, I say okay a lot. That's my go-to word when I'm trying to think, and I am trying to break that habit, but it's very difficult for me. So the first word is fact. Fact. Now you can hear the T in the word fact, okay? But if you put an S at the end, you get facts. Facts. You hear how that T disappeared? You don't hear the T sound anymore. Facts. These are the facts. These are the facts. Get your facts straight. Get your facts straight. The next word is product. Product. You hear the T at the end of product. But if you add an S at the end, again, you get products. 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 They have the best products. They have the best products. We manufacture many products. We manufacture many products. Gift. Okay, you hear the T definitely at the end of the word gift. But if you add an S at the end and make it plural, you don't hear the T anymore. It's gifts. Gifts. Look at all those gifts he received. Look at all those gifts he received. Please put the gifts on the table. Please put the gifts on the table. Protect. You definitely hear the T at the end of protect. But if you add an S at the end, again, you get protect. Protects. Protects. You don't hear the T anymore. A dog protects his home. A dog protects his home. Who? Oh, little bit of a tongue twister here. Who protects the children when they attend school? Who protects the children when they attend school? Attempt. Attempt. You hear the T again at the end of attempt, okay? But if you add an S, attempts. Attempts. No more T sound. I already made 3 attempts to reach him. I already made 3 attempts to reach him. How many attempts are you going to try to save this man? How many attempts are you going to try to save this man? Or you could say, how many attempts will you try to save this man? That's a little easier. Okay. Words that end in T, but the next word starts with a consonant, will also have this vanishing T sound. Okay, so the T will disappear. Okay, for example, take the word just, just, just. You definitely hear the T at the end of the word just. But if you say it in a sentence, such as, she's just lucky, she's just lucky. Did you hear that? She's just lucky. The T disappears in the American accent. She's just lucky. He's just jealous. He's just jealous. The same thing with best. Best. Okay, if you use this word, okay, usually at an end of it, he's the best. He's the best. Then you're going to hear the T sound. But if you use it in the middle, okay, of the sentence, the T sound's going to disappear. Are you sure he's the best choice? Are you sure he's the best choice? Did you hear that? The T disappeared. Are you sure he's the best choice? Is she the best worker you have? Is she the best worker you have? Okay. Now, if you say, is she the best worker you have? It's correct. It's okay to say best, but if you say she's the best worker, is she the best worker you have? It just sounds more natural. It sounds more native, and it definitely sounds more American. Okay? Must. Must. You hear that T sound at the end of must. We must get someone to fix this leak. We must get someone to fix this leak. Okay? He must be exhausted. He must be exhausted. The T disappears. He must be exhausted. Okay. All right. Next is almost. Almost. You definitely hear the T at the end of almost. But if it's in the middle of a sentence, he almost got caught. He almost got caught. We almost didn't make it. We almost didn't make it. Most. Most. She's the most qualified. She's the most qualified. Again, you don't hear that T sound. She's the most qualified. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Suggest. Suggest. I suggest we try something different. I suggest we try something different. You don't hear, after when I say I suggest, you don't hear the T sound. I suggest we try something different. What would you suggest we do? What would you suggest we do? What would you suggest we do? It's correct. It just sounds less native, and it just sounds, you know, of course it doesn't sound American. It may sound more British, you know. What would you suggest we do? Okay? Because they talk very proper. Okay? Last night. Last night. Okay? You wouldn't believe what happened last night. You wouldn't believe what happened last night. Okay, did you hear that? Okay. He flew in last night. He flew in last night. You didn't hear the T at the end of last. He flew in last night. The T falls away when it comes between two other consonants at the end of a word or in between words. It's just easier to say it that way or this way. It's just an easier way to say these words, okay? When you're speaking naturally, it's easier to say, you won't believe what happened last night than it is to say, you won't believe what happened last night. So if you say the T sound, you're putting more emphasis on the word, and it doesn't flow as naturally. Okay? He flew in last night. He flew in last night. If I say he flew in last night, okay, it's correct, but it's more difficult. So just say he flew in last night. Okay. The next thing is the, okay, I'm coming back to check on you guys to make sure you're okay, because I just want to do that now and then. Is everyone all right? Everyone's doing good? Okay, great. Okay, let's move on. Okay. All right. The next thing that's unique to the American accent is the glottal stop, or the glottal T. Okay, is also one of the main characteristics when it comes to the American accent. This occurs in words when a syllable ends in T and the next syllable is a syllabic N, meaning the end of the word has like an N sound. Okay, so the first word is mountain, mountain. Okay, we don't say in the US, our accent, we don't say mountain, mountain. We say mountain, mountain. We have a mountain of dishes in the kitchen sink. We have a mountain of dishes in the kitchen sink. I would never climb a mountain. I would never climb a mountain. That's because I'm afraid of heights. Curtain, curtain. When, oh, I'm reading the wrong line, excuse me. Will you close the curtain, please? Will you close the curtain, please? You need to hang a curtain here. You need to hang a curtain here. Written, written. Did you hear that? Written. When was this written? When was this written? It was written many decades ago. It was written many decades ago. Eaten, eaten. She hasn't eaten all day. She hasn't eaten all day. We haven't eaten since yesterday morning or evening. Sorry, messed up again. We haven't eaten since yesterday evening. You can say morning though if you want to, or you can say morning. In the American accent, we usually say morning. We haven't eaten since yesterday morning. Okay. Forgotten. Forgotten. Did you notice in the beginning of forgotten, we don't say forgotten, we say forgotten, forgotten. He's gone, but not forgotten. He's gone, but not forgotten. It's all forgotten. It's all forgotten. Kitten, kitten, kitten. We found a lost kitten. We found a lost kitten. What a sweet kitten. What a sweet kitten. Can you guys guess that I love cats? Okay. Frighten, frighten, frighten. He didn't mean to frighten anyone. Excuse me. He didn't mean to frighten anyone. I was only trying to frighten him. I was only trying to frighten him. Rotten. Rotten. I think this food is rotten. I think this food is rotten. The child's behavior is rotten. The child's behavior is rotten. Bitten. Bitten. I was bitten by my neighbor's pet hamster. I was bitten by my neighbor's pet hamster. Okay. The next word is button. Button. Okay. We don't say button. Okay. Maybe the British say button, but we say, in America, we say button. Button. You're missing a button on your shirt. You're missing a button on your shirt. Oh, I messed up here. this sentence should be up here with the hamster. Oh, nobody's perfect. He was bitten by the love bug. He was bitten by the love bug. That belongs up there with bitten. The love bug, when I say he was bitten by the love bug, it means when somebody falls in love. But I think you guys know that. Okay. Manhattan. Manhattan. I would love to live in Manhattan. I would love to live in Manhattan. Manhattan is so amazing. Manhattan is so amazing. Cotton. Cotton. I prefer my t-shirts to be made of 100% cotton. I prefer my t-shirts to be made of 100% cotton. Are these Egyptian cotton sheets? Are these Egyptian cotton sheets? Okay. Another thing about the American accent are the reduced word sounds. Okay, these might be a little tricky. Okay, you're definitely going to have to practice these if you're looking to sound more American. This is when we take a word that is already short and make the sound even shorter. Okay, it's crazy, I know. Okay, so the first word, for example, we're going to take is the. And you would think that the is already short and you don't need to make it any shorter. But according to the American accent, you do. Okay, so the actually turns to the bags are in the car. The bags are in the car. Did you hear that? The bags are in the car. Where's the bus stop? Where's the bus stop? Where's the bus stop? Where's the bus stop? R, okay, makes an sound. R. When are you available? When are you available? When are you available? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? And makes an N sound. N sound. N. I want vanilla and chocolate cake. I want a vanilla and chocolate cake. The car is black and white. The car is black and white. Again, and, the article and, also, I know you're thinking, why? Why would you shorten and? It sounds like N. Again, the N sound in the American accent. She has an appointment. She has an appointment. Did you hear that? She has an appointment. He needs an excuse. He needs an excuse. He needs an excuse. To sounds like ta. It's up to you. It's up to you. Did you want to go? Did you want to go? Did you want to go? That one's pretty tricky. Did you want to go? For turns to fur. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? What do I need for the trip? What do I need for the trip? You turns to ya. Who knew you were so talented? Who knew you were so talented? It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. Did you hear that? It's nice to meet you. He, believe it or not, turns to an E. Sure he does. Sure he does. Sure he does. Sure he does. I think he looks tired. I think he looks tired. I think he looks tired. Him, okay, makes a him. I told him to. I told him to. We met him yesterday. We met him yesterday. Your or your turns to your. Did you enjoy your weekend? Did you enjoy your weekend? Did you enjoy your weekend? You're number one to me. You're number one to me. Then often sounds like then. This is more than enough food. This is more than enough food. It will cost more than what you have. It will cost more than what you have. It will cost more than what you have. Okay. Our sounds like our. This is our house. This is our house. Where did we park our car? Where did we park our car? I know you're probably thinking, wow, but really when you practice these, you'll find out how much easier it is to actually speak with the American accent. Where do we park our car? Okay, it's just easier than saying, where do we park our car? Where do we park our car? Okay. Contractions are another main characteristic of the American accent. You have to use contractions in order to sound more native. This is important. If you want to sound more native, and you have to use contractions. You must speak with contractions. Okay? I know you're thinking to yourself, isn't this going to make me harder to understand? Okay. No, not if your audience is primarily a native English speakers, or if the person you're speaking to is a native English speaker or someone who speaks English very well. Okay? So no, this is going to make you easier to understand to most of these people. Okay, so we're going to start off with is, are, and am. Okay, these are some of the most common contractions used in the American English language. Okay, these are the ones that occur most often. Okay, so the first one is he is. Okay, he is turns to he's. He's a smart man. He's a smart man. I think he's moving to Canada. I think he's moving to Canada. The next one, she is, turns to she's. She's an excellent student. She's an excellent student. Everyone says she's the best. Everyone says she's the best. Okay. It is. It's. Turns to it's. It's gonna be a fun class. It's gonna be a fun class. Do you think it's okay to start without him? Do you think it's okay to start without him? Who is turns to whose. Who's invited to the party? Who's invited to the party? Do you know who's next? Do you know who's next? What is turns to what's. What's your baby's name? What's your baby's name? I'm not sure what's taking her so long. I'm not sure what's taking her so long. When is? When's? When's the train supposed to arrive? When's the train supposed to arrive? When's a good time to call? When's a good time to call? Where is turns to where's. Where's your country of origin? Where's your country of origin? Where's the restroom? Where's the restroom? Why is changes to whys. Why is it so hot in here? Why is it so hot in here? Why is there water on the floor? Why is there water on the floor? How is turns to how's. How's it going? How's it going? How's your new job? How's your new job? How's it going with you guys? I hope you're still with me. Okay. You are, okay, is your, which is actually reduced again to your. I know, it's confusing, but you'll catch on. Let me know if you're interested. Let me know if you're interested. You know you're my favorite student. You know you're my favorite student. They are turns to their. Again, their is reduced to their. All right? They are. Their. I think they're going to like you. I think they're going to like you. They're on their way to Paris. They're on their way to Paris. Do you guys wish you were on your way to Paris? I wouldn't mind visiting Paris. Okay. The next one is we are, which is also reduced. Where is reduced to were. Okay. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. We're about to go to sleep. Excuse me. We're about to go to sleep. Okay. There is, okay, changes to theirs. Theirs. There's a new metro system being built. There's a new metro system being built. Do you think there's anything left? Do you think there's anything left? Much of the time, native speakers will use theirs, okay, theirs, in the place of their. This is grammatically incorrect. I just want to tell you guys that, but it's very common, okay? A lot of times we will say there's steaks in the freezer. There's steaks in the freezer. But theirs is, okay, is there is. And you're not supposed to use is for something that's plural. You're supposed to say there are steaks in the freezer. But it's really hard to say that. So for some reason, Americans just decided to make it easier and do it the incorrect grammatical thing by saying there's steaks in the freezer. Okay? I do not suggest you do this during any English speaking exam. But if you want to do it with your friends, okay, or your family when you're speaking English, it's fine. But don't do it during an exam. Okay. Last one, okay, is I am, which is I'm. I'm going to the mall. I'm going to the mall. I'm from the United States. I'm from the United States. Okay. Did I do everything? I thought there was more. Let's see. Count. It's no problem if there is. We can do something off the top of my head. It's no problem. Okay, flat T. We did the flat T. We did the vanishing T. Okay. Okay. Okay, we did the glottal stop T. Okay. We also did the reduced word sounds and the contractions. Okay. All right. So it's fine. I'm going to come back, okay? And then you guys can ask me some questions and you can, talk to me. I mean, you can't talk to me because your microphones are off, but you can ask me questions and I will try to answer them for you. We could also discuss some more contractions. There's tons of contractions, a lot. There's a lot of contractions to learn. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the share so I can come back to the chat. Okay. How is everyone doing? Okay. Great. Do you guys have any questions? Guess who's back? I can see him. I don't think I can't hear him, but I can see him. Do you guys have anything else that you need to discuss with me when it comes to the American accent? The flab T? The flab T. I think you meant the flap T. I thought we discussed the flap T. Okay. What else do you want to know about the flap T? Okay. Please, can you say anything in American accent? Well, I'm speaking in an American accent because I'm American, so everything I do say is an American accent. Please unmute me, okay? All right, I'm gonna need help to unmute people. Am I allowed to do that? I can? Okay. Now, can I only unmute them one at a time, or can I unmute one at a time? All right, let's see. Let me see now. Participants. Okay. I'm going to try and unmute. Okay. I'm going to unmute, okay, this person. Okay. Hadir? Okay, hold on. Ask to unmute. Okay, so I have to ask her first? No? Okay, let me see. Okay, chat. Okay, allow. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, wait, up here. Can I unmute them up here? No. Okay, let me try something. Help me. Okay, let's see. All right, I can see Hand Abdullah. Okay. Can he unmute him? Can they unmute themselves? Rajab. Ah. I don't know what to do. Okay, let me see. Ask all to unmute. No, wait, I don't want to do that because I'm not allowed to do that. Oh no. Okay. All right. Okay, let me see. Breakout rooms. Chat. Okay, I'm at chat. I can't unmute them all. It would be easier if I could just unmute them all, but it'll be crazy. All right. Okay. Oh, all right, let me go look. Chat, share, unmute. Hold on, 1 minute. Okay. I need you to help me. I can't figure out how to unmute people one at a time. I'm trying to unmute people one at a time so I can talk to them because I can't unmute them all at once.
So you want to unmute?
Not all at once.
Whatever you want to unmute.
Oh, okay. Is that gonna work?
Add to.
Huh?
So this is Ahmed. Whatever. Hit unmute.
Unmute?
Yeah, he asked to unmute.
Maybe it doesn't work.
Okay, hold on. You're not the host.
I am the host.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay, hold on, please.
You know, it might be my laptop.
You're the host, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, let's pick ask to unmute. So here's Sarah Fuad is getting a notification, a message. You're saying Linda's asking you to unmute. So when she would hit unmute, so she would talk.
Okay, is that the only way I can do it? I think that's I hear somebody.
This is because she got a notification from you saying Linda's asking you.
Hello? Okay.
So somebody wants to talk.
Yes, we can now.
Okay. Okay, so who am I speaking with?
Hello, Linda. Oh my God.
Hi.
How are you doing? Thank you. We're back.
Well,
Hello, Rajab. Akhi Rajab.
Hi. Speaking to you.
رجب يا أستاذ رجب.
Hello.
كيف حالك يا أخي رجب؟
الحمد لله. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Muhammad.
Yes. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. Can you make me the host? Can you make me the host?
Wait a second, please. So you're at school.
English. I'm hello.
Right here. Right here.
Okay, make host. Okay, you're a host now.
You sure, bro? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the host now. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, bro. Thank you, brother. Jazakallah khair.
Is that you were trying to get me to?
Now
Please.
I'm back in control.
Please, I have a question.
Okay.
Can I try to motivate myself by dictate about you after you? You can say, and I can write after you, or after any recording American accent by using slow motion, and then I try to speed it gradually.
Oh, okay. So you want to listen to recording, okay, a slow speed, and then try to repeat?
Yes. You recommend this way to get along with the American accent?
I recommend any way that you possibly can to improve your English and to improve your accent. If you want the American accent, anything you can do will help. Anything, okay? And different things work for different people, but you need to try and find what works best for you. Some people like to listen and then repeat, which is what you would be doing.
Yes.
And that works for some people, okay? But the most important thing is practicing speaking English. This is the only way that you'll improve your accent and improve your speaking.
Yes.
Are you taking it?
Thanks.
You're welcome. Hello?
Hi, this is Nermeen speak. Hello?
Hi, Nermina. Hi, Nermina.
Hi, I have a question. When exactly can I say off the top of my head, and how can I say it? Can you just tell me how can I say the idiom off the top of my head?
Yeah, usually when someone asks somebody a question, okay, in regards to something, someone will say to them, well, off the top of my head, I think that this is how we should do something. So when someone asks you a question, and you don't need to really think about the answer, okay? The answer comes to mind very quickly. So you would say to them, well, off the top of my head, from what I've heard, the Arctic Ocean.
Hello?
Hello, Linda.
It's clear now.
Hello, Linda. This has got a problem with the connection.
Oh, yeah, I told you my connection is
But
unstable.
now you're back.
My connection's unstable. I'm unstable.
Okay, good. So
Okay.
can you, so do you mean if the idea is not really ready on, like, in my mind, so I can think about it?
Yeah, no, you don't need, when you say off the top of my head, you don't have to think, you're not thinking very much. When someone asks you a question, I'm trying to think, something I'm very knowledgeable about. Okay, say dogs. All right, if someone asks me, what type of dog or what breed of dog do you think I should get because I have children, I would say to them, well, off the top of my head, I think one of the best breeds of dogs for you to get would be a golden retriever, because they're child friendly and they're very playful and they're gentle. Okay, so you don't have to think, you don't have to think of an answer too much because you're already knowledgeable with the subject. Do you understand?
Oh, so now I got it. It means I'm very knowledgeable about it, and I have already the idea.
Yeah, you don't need to think. When you say something off the top of your head, you don't need to think about it. It's already on the top of your head. That's the whole point of the idiom. Off the top of my head, okay? Because if they ask you a question about something that you have the information or you're knowledgeable about, it's not difficult for you to answer, and that's when you would say, well, off the top of my head. Okay.
Oh my God, I totally I thought it's the different thing at all. Like it's not in my mind at the moment, so I'm very bad about thinking about it. You know what I mean? So completely the different way. Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay.
Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Minna with you.
Hi.
So, I just wanted to ask a question. I want to improve my speaking. Do you recommend me any conversation books?
Conversation books? You know what?
Yes.
I'm really not a book person. Okay? So you might want to talk to Dr. Muhammad about that, because I honestly don't really use books very much. I'm more of a hands-on speaking person. I like to get people to talk. Okay, but there are a lot of books out there on speaking. Okay, and I'm sure that Dr. Muhammad can help find something, especially with the IELTS books. But me personally, I like to do hands-on, face-to-face, get people talking. I'm someone who practices with people. I'm someone who gets people to speak. And when they're speaking, as they're speaking, I help them improve their English by correcting their mistakes, their pronunciation, their grammar, okay? And I try to get them to be more fluent, because that's very important during the exam.
Advice with a C, Samar. Advice with a C, Samar. Advice with a C, not S. What's your advice to speak without grammatical mistakes, Linda?
With grammatical mistakes?
Without.
Say that again. Come again?
What's your advice to speak without grammatical mistakes?
To speak without grammatical mistakes, okay. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think anybody speaks without any grammatical mistakes. I really don't. But you need to learn to limit your grammatical mistakes when you're speaking. It's very important. Even native speakers, myself, I've caught myself so many times making grammatical mistakes when I'm speaking. Okay, this is natural, this is normal. The thing is that when you go in the exam, okay, you may make 1, 2, 3 maybe small grammatical mistakes, okay, and the examiner is probably going to hear it, but I don't think most of the time that they're going to hold that against you, as long as it's just a few, okay, because this is natural, this is normal. No one can speak without grammatical mistakes unless they're reading from something that was written without any grammar mistakes for them to, you know, to speak with. So you just want to limit your grammatical mistakes, okay? When you're thinking of a sentence in your head, say it in your head, okay, before you speak it. Okay, when you're practicing. I know this is difficult. This will be difficult. You're not going to have time to do this during the exam, but you want to make sure what you're saying in your head, if it sounds correct, then say it, okay? The important thing is to keep speaking. You have to be fluent. You have to be able to speak without a lot of hesitation, without a lot of pausing. Even if you make a few grammatical errors, it's better than trying to speak in being all like, you don't want to do that, because the examiner is going to question your vocabulary, question your grammar. And it will totally mess up your fluency.
Okay, Linda, what's your advice about the pauses?
Pauses. Again, pausing is normal if you're thinking about ideas. If you're thinking about ideas. But if you're pausing too much, like I said, if you're one of those people that is talking and all of a sudden they ask you a question and you start off with, well, actually, I was walking and I think if you sound like that, they're gonna pick up on, they don't have very good vocabulary, they don't have good grammar. So they're gonna notice this right away. So it's natural to pause, it's natural to have some hesitation when you're thinking of ideas, but you want to keep your pausing to maybe no more than 1 or 2 seconds at the most, seriously, because you need to sound fluent, okay? So this is very important. Would you like to add anything, Dr. Mohammed?
Yeah, no, we're talking about pauses. I usually believe that the most important thing about pauses is that you slow down the way you speak, even in Arabic.
Some people do they try to speak too quickly. Don't speak like you're, you know?
You don't have to speak fast. Some people think that fluency means speed.
Exactly. I hate that.
Fluency does not mean speed. Fluency means you speak naturally. It's the natural flow of ideas.
Exactly.
The use of connectors and all that.
Exactly. And yeah, that's another thing. I notice sometimes people do forget to use a lot of the articles and connectors when they're speaking.
Okay, Linda, now it's time for me to ask you to play the role of the speaking examiner with you. And I want you to tell me how you're going to react if you receive a tough question.
Okay.
How are you going to receive that? Something like, what helps you to concentrate at work?
What helps me to concentrate at work? Well, when I'm at work, I really need for it to be quiet. I can't have a lot of disruption. I can't have a lot of noise. So I prefer to be able to work in a quiet space where there's not a lot of sound, not a lot of people chattering around me.
Do you think people in your country are impressed with brands?
People in my country are extremely impressed with brand name items. Anything from any designer that costs a lot of money is what Americans love, what Americans adore. Even Americans who can't afford these things, they absolutely have to have them.
Okay. I've got a question about what's your definition of happiness?
What's my definition of happiness? My definition of happiness for myself is to try and live life the best I can, but to live a humble life. You know, I don't need a lot of expensive things. I'm not a materialistic person. So I think because I'm this type of person that it keeps me happy, because I'm not trying to achieve something materialistic, you know, or material wise to make myself happy. I have a husband who loves me. I'm surrounded by 3 cats who love me very much. So, and I have a home and food and a roof over my head, and I have people that care about me. So this is my definition of happiness.
Are you married to an Egyptian?
Yes, I'm married to an Egyptian.
Lucky you, sister.
Mm-hmm.
Egyptian husbands, yes, Egyptian husbands are considered the best in the world.
Really?
Yeah, and we've got a very, very low percentage of divorce in Egypt, thank God. So we are one of the best countries in the world when it comes to families. You see all the chat here.
Yeah, everybody's laughing at you.
Yeah, because no, they're not laughing at me. They're simply telling me, they are cheering, saying, yes, yes, we are the best. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go back to the question. Here is the question. Do you think social media have changed people's attitudes?
Absolutely. Of course it's changed people's attitudes. I believe that before social media, people tended to you know, accept stereotypes when it comes to other nationalities.
Hold on, Linda. I'm going to say this in Arabic. يا جماعة دلوقتي أنا هحلل طريقة الكلام بتاعها. I'm going to do something like a discourse analysis and analyze the way she answered. When I asked her a question, she said, yeah, you know, native speakers usually use something called fillers to get to come up with the ideas. So it is natural that you don't have a prompt answer. You can't have instant answers. So sometimes you provide fillers. Something like, yeah, you know.
Or like, basically.
Yeah, basically. And there's something else. Do you sometimes stretch the connector? Like, well, yeah, you know, sometimes. Do you do that sometimes, Linda?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I'm trying to break myself of this habit, but it's very difficult. Very difficult, because I've been doing it since I was a child.
Okay, can you say the expression again? Break myself of that habit. Can you say it again?
I've been trying to break myself of this habit.
Okay, I'm going to write this. I'm going to write it on my WhatsApp.
Okay.
I like that expression. That's a new collocation. Break myself of that.
You never heard that before?
No.
Really?
Because usually in the UK, they simply, I'll just give up on this habit, or I'll just quit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so once again, I'm so happy that you're giving us different ways. Breaking us up on this habit means إن أنا أتخلص من هذه العادة، أتخلص من العادة. Can you write it, please, Linda?
Sure.
The habit thing.
Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. I'm trying.
I'm trying.
I'm horrible at typing. I'm trying.
So let me
to-
do that for you then, because
Great.
I worked as a typist to be
Oh.
able to pay for my masters. I worked as a typist. I did lots of jobs to work to pay for my MA. I'm what saying is that again? I am.
Okay. I'm trying to break myself of this habit.
Well, I like this expression. Thank you, Limba.
You're welcome. I thought everybody knew this expression.
No, hold on. Can you say it again? I thought everybody knows, or I thought
I thought everybody knew this expression.
You see, I thought everybody knew. I thought everybody knew. He said he would, not he will. I really like when I understand grammar from context. I knew that he was, not I know he is. I knew he would. I knew he didn't. I knew he came. Okay.
I hate written grammar.
Oh, you don't like grammar?
No, it gives me a headache.
Because in Egypt, we've got the gods of grammar.
Oh, I know.
The gods, people worship grammar. Anyway.
Oh, it's a necessary evil. No, I'm just kidding. It's very necessary.
Yeah. So, yeah, guys, can you please ask questions? Mustafa, Hassan, Isra, Noah, Amani, everybody, Nada, Ahmed, and we've got Amira. انا بندى على اسامي الناس يا جماعه تفتحوا المايك لو انتوا عايزين حاجه. يس هند عبد الله، الاستاذ هاكر، سمر عاطف، مستر هاكر بليز افتح. في واحد كاتب يس، في حد كاتب ابويا خطف ساميه بليز افتح برضو. يلا اتفضلوا يا جماعه. يس اتفضل يا مصطفى حسن. مصطفى انت النهارده. مازن عزام عايز يتكلم.
يس.
ياسر السيد مش عارف ليه ثابت. احمد ثابت صديقي العزيز الجميل. اوكي. عمر عبد القادر افتح يا عمر، افتح يا حبيبي.
Hi. Yes.
Hello.
Okay, speak and I will. Can I speak now?
Yes, please.
Okay. So you said that the grammar are natural for you, but for non-speakers, this is so miserable to think about the grammatical mistakes and then speak fluently. How can I eradicate this habit from my talking?
From your talking? Okay. So you have grammatical issues with your speaking.
Yes.
Okay. The only thing you can really do, okay, you need to listen. Okay. You need to listen more. Okay. All right. Watch movies, television shows, audiobooks. A lot of people love books.
Audiobooks, yes.
So, audiobooks.
Audiobooks
okay?
are the best. Thank you very much, Mustafa. Thank you. Omar. Yes, Omar. Hadir Gamal.
Yes, hello.
Yes. Omar, go ahead. Omar is 15 years old. Omar, how old are you, Omar?
13.
Yes, I just had a question in speaking section, which was in part 2. I thought sometimes when I'm talking, my train of thoughts are cut off. So how can I improve it?
Okay, so you have issues. Okay, when they ask you the question, you think of ideas. You have a couple ideas that you think of, and then you start to speak, but then you lose your train of thought. Are you trying to speak too quickly?
No, actually, I'm just trying to speak fluently and at the same time with good grammar. But sometimes I feel that I'm somehow distracted and my train of thoughts are cut off.
Okay. Let's see. So can I try and ask you a quick question now?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Can you describe to me an interesting animal?
Yes. Well, that's an interesting question, but I hate animals as I have an allergy from that. In addition to that, animals are not cute, in my opinion. Moreover, I love going to the zoo. just for doing lovely habits such as seeing wild animals, seeing the monkey, because I love to be somehow energetic because I'm an energetic boy.
Okay. Okay, I kind of think, Omar, that maybe you're kind of overthinking your answers too much. Okay? When they ask you a part 2 question, are you trying to answer all the bullet point questions? Are you attempting to answer them? Don't do that. Okay? That's unnecessary. Okay? You can pick out 1 or 2. Okay? Some people don't even, people that are in a higher band don't even use the bullet points. They just start to speak. But pick out 1 or 2, okay, that you think that are the easiest for you to be able to keep talking. And just go with those and keep talking. Try to talk for the full 2 minutes, okay? Or whenever the examiner. Don't try to answer them all. I think what's happening is that you're overwhelming yourself.
Thank you very much, Linda. Thank you. I think we've got to wind up this session because we promised them with 1 hour. I know that we're taking a lot of your time. يا جماعة مرة ثانية كان مفروض في فاضل سيشن واحدة مع دكتور عايش في كندا كمستشار كندي ومستشار هجرة. طبعا أنا هلغيها نتيجة عدم اهتمام الناس بالحضور. فلو حضرتك شايف إن أنت مهم تحضر محاضرة مع الراجل ده اكتبوا لي على جروب الواتساب دلوقتي. لو سمحت يا دكتور محتاجين المحاضرة دي. لو سمحتوا اكتبوا على الجروب الواتساب صحوا الناس شوية لحسن الناس ميتة. I'm sorry to say this.
Please, Mr. Muhammad, can you write the number of the WhatsApp groups that you write? Because not all of you, I think, they not joined in this group. Could you please write it, the number? Thank you.
The number
of the WhatsApp. You said that you have a group, WhatsApp group.
Are you with us in the course? حضرتك معانا في الكورس؟
No.
حضرتك ضيفة معانا.
Yes.
اهلا بيك يا فندم. اهلا
بحضرتك. And I like really the session. It's really awesome. And I really
والله بص يا فندم.
Congratulate you for this awesome
لا الكورس
session.
جميل والناس بتستفيد وما بيغيبوش محاضرة واحدة. يعني أنا عندي هنا طلبة اللهم بارك. حاجة جميلة جميلة جميلة. يعتبروا تاني أحسن ناس بعد الزوج المصري. حاجة جميلة جدا جدا اللهم بارك يعني. حاجة فوق الخيال. وبعدين إيه بقى؟ يعني أنت لو حضرت يوم الجمعة تفاعل بقى لذلك أقول لهم كفاية يا جماعة. انت مدينا 2 اسس بس اساينمنت احنا عايزين 3. يعني انا عايز اقول لك انت دخلت يا مي معانا حاجه اللهم بارك بس مره واحده مثلا. وبعدين ايه بقى اخواتي يعني لما معايا يتصلوا بيا خير في ايه ما انت ازاي مش مثلا يقول لك ايه ارتحنا النهارده. وطبعا شايفه
لا ما شاء الله عليك يعني واضح ما شاء الله ربنا
يبارك فيك. لا هتحسي الحب موجود في عينيهم. يعني انا اصلا بحسب نفسي عليهم. انا بخاف اتكلم عليهم لاقيهم اختفوا بخروا فانا خايف. خلي بالك لا تبخروا مني. خلي بالك. ولكن اللي عايز اقوله لك ان انا الحمد لله والشكر كمان بساعدهم في احلامهم. لسه مكلم حد دلوقتي من خفر السواحل. انت عارفه خفر السواحل بتاع الهجره غير الشرعيه. بلم لهم كده حاجه عشان يسافروا هجره غير شرعيه عشان ما شاء الله عليهم بند 4.5. طيب مره ثانيه يا جماعه I just want to tell you something really interesting. Thank you Linda very much. Linda, can you take another question? عشان مصطفى حسن ما شاء الله عليه بجد هي جينيوس الله اكبر ربنا يحفظه. هيثم زلط عنده حاجه. كريمه from Bahrain. فاطمه from Saudi Arabia. Okay. هيثم yes. Okay. اخيرا عندنا صديقي العزيز اللي عايز يسال سؤال محمد بخيت. هيثم زلط يس. اماني طنطاوي اتفضلي يا اماني. اماني هتديكي سؤال دلوقتي يا ليندا. she'll give you a question. جميل جدا جدا ما شاء الله عليها. أماني is an educator. She is an educator in the Faculty of Education. Yeah, and she'll provide you with a very academic question. Amani, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Hello for all of you.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
I've got 2 Amanis here. أنا شايف إن في 2 أماني.
Yes. First of all, I wanted to thank you so much about what you gave us today, Linda. Actually, I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that. And so let me ask you a different question. Maybe it's extra for the course. I wanna to ask you a question about universities in USA. What is the difference between IELTS and TOEFL exam in the universities, and is that the difference in the universities or not? Maybe IELTS is they need it more. Maybe on the other hand, they took TOEFL exam. So I don't know. This is the first question. And let me ask you a little short question. Actually, I get a big problem about something. I can hear you clearly enough, and I can understand what all of you say in this session with English, actually. But sometimes I have a big problem that I can I hear you, but I can't understand to try to translate it in speaking, just like you separate my mind far away from my tongue. I don't know if that's a physical or psychological problem. So could you please tell me what is that?
Okay, I'm trying to understand that you can understand me when I'm speaking.
Yes, I understand you. What are you saying? All of it in English,
All of it?
by the way.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you understand everything I'm saying, but can you say the other part again?
The other part that sometimes I feel that I have a gap. I can connect what I hearing and what I wanted to say. Just like I couldn't explain. Please, Dr. Muhammad, could you help me in this question? I can't translate it.
Are you translating in your head?
Yes.
No, your English is so good. You can talk. Speak for yourself.
Okay, let me tell you this question. When I hear the examiner, I actually understand what he said, all of it. Almost the time I do this, but there are another problem. Sometimes when in the exam about listening, maybe for just like an example, for example, I hear what they all about things that they talk about. I can understand it in English, but I can't find what I have to do. Just like Euro, I couldn't أنا مش عارفة أترجمه بصراحة كويس.
هو أنت فاهمة السؤال بالعربي أصلا يا أماني؟
أنا فاهمة السؤال. أنا لما بسمع
إيه هو السؤال
كويس
بالعربي عشان أنا عايز أفهمه بالعربي أصلا. اتفضلي.
بالظبط. أنا بسمع كويس جدا جدا كل اللي بيتقال بالإنجليزي. بس عشان أجي أكتب أو إن أجي أتصرف أنا بحس إن أنا في فجوة حصلت في النص. أنا تهت منكم رحت فين ما أعرف.
ايوه عشان انت تايهه بالعربي اصلا يا اماني. اقفل الريكوردنج دي واحده. اهدى يا ابني.
Yes.
Hello everybody. Let me give you a very nice way, a very useful way of explaining ideas. It's the best thing to do is to give the idea, explain it, give an example, give the final message. For example, Linda, if you ask me any question whatsoever, if you ask me something like what's your favorite drink, so you know I like hot chocolate because it's healthy. I heard example, I read an article about this, how chocolate is useful for the heart. That is why I like to take it, but I have to be careful as well. You see what I mean? That when you speak, you have to speak following the texts. You give the idea, you explain it, give an example, and that's it. So for example, if I tell Linda, do you like Egypt? So Linda will say, yeah, to some extent I like Egypt. And after all, I've got my husband here and my second family here. So, you see, when I think about an idea, explanation, conclusion. هديكم مثال حلو قوي. The idea is like the burger sandwich, and burgers are quite popular in America. In America, they say that the idea is like a burger of 3 layers. The topic, the meat, the example and explanation, and the bottom is the conclusion. So when you follow a certain pattern, this is how human mind should think. So if I ask you about For example, do you think online newspapers will be popular in the future? Online newspapers. Online newspapers. Do you think it will be popular in the future? Yeah, definitely yes. Because they're cheap. So for example, I can read The Guardian, and this is why I can say that it saves my money and time. Even part two, I can walk like this. I can follow the same sequence in part 2. Let me talk about this. Why? Give an example. So, by the way, Linda, this is part of my PhD was about psychology and language. And that's why, psychology and something called psycholinguistics. In psycholinguistics, we think about how the human brain thinks. And we say that the human brain likes to think with evidence. That's why in the Quran and the Bible.
ايه يا حاج عامله ايه؟
اهلا يا حبيبي، ازيك يا هيثم؟
والله تمام.
Once again, I'm really sorry about this. فأنا مثلا اتكلمت على electronic online newspapers. شايف أنا عملت إيه نوت؟ Linda, once again, in the Quran and the Bible, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah always provides examples. Why does God provide stories of ancestors, stories from Noah, Prophet Jesus, Christ, prophets, Jesus, why Mary, why all these stories? ليه الكتب المقدسة كالإنجيل والقرآن والتوراة بيدوا قصص طول الوقت? Why God is providing this? Because human mind is looking for evidence. That's why the idea, الفكرة تبقى مشاعر وانطباع من غير مثال. المثل والحجة هي اللي بتثقل الفكرة. The example makes the idea turn from impression to a concept. Do you understand this in philosophy? So that's why, Linda, I want to tell you, do you enjoy your life in Egypt? So Linda can say, Egypt is amazing. I love Egypt. Egypt is nice. Everybody likes Egypt. This is not her answer. This is something emotions. Idea would say, yeah, I really enjoy Egypt because I can see people here are so passionate. Yes, today I was invited by a couple of friends, so I appreciate the hospitality. You see? هل انت بتحب مصر يا ليندا؟ بحبها عشان الناس هنا جدعة وطيبة. ده انا امبارح والله ناس عزمانة وبجد شفت طيبة المصريين، وعشان كده انا عايز اعيش فيها. شايفين؟ الفكرة معناها حجة، بوصل لكونكلوجن، بشرح فكرتي. تقول لي بعد كل الشرح ده انا ما بعرفش اتكلم ليه؟ عشان احنا ما اتعلمناش كده في ابتدائي. احنا اتعلمنا نعبر عن مشاعر وانطباعات مش افكار. ليندا. You understand what I mean?
I'm still here.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that mini sketch.
It was lovely.
Okay, once again guys, اخواتنا اللي معانا في الكورس ومن بره الكورس وضيوفنا الاعزاء، لو في حد عنده سؤال تاني بليز يقول. Hello, any more questions? Okay, Linda, انا عارف كويس جدا انت ما عندكيش وقت وان انت مشغوله. I know your time is too tight. Your time is too tight. I know your schedule is very tight. But once again, we appreciate the fact that you've given us 90 minutes of your precious time. Safa is asking, I was confused when
You're
I tried.
welcome.
You mean I am confused, ya Safa? I am confused, not I was confused. I am confused when I try to follow the skeleton. عارفة ليه you are confused؟ عشان ما سمعتيش الأوديوز بتاعتي. الأوديوز ماشية على السكeleton فأنت بتسمعيها. صفاء رقم 2، حاولتي إن أنت تعملي مع الممتحنة وأنت السكeleton قدامك؟ حاولي إن أنت تعمليها وتسجلي بصوتك. هو أنت فاكرة إحنا هنعمل إيه؟ إحنا بنحاول نكسر أفكار بالية في التعليم بقالنا 30 سنة شغالين بيها. حضرتك عمرك مثلا 20 سنه، انت 18 سنه ضحيه تعليم مبني على انطباعات مش افكار. فانا قاعد اكسر في شهر ونص تفكير مدمر، هياخد منك وقت طبعا، بس انت بطله في الاخر. Okay, Marwa. Okay, one last question, Linda. I'm sorry about this. One last question.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Marwa. Thank you, Mustafa Hassan. Marwa.
Yes, doctor.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me well?
Hello.
Yes,
Okay.
Marwa, go ahead.
Good evening, Dr. Muhammad. Good evening, Miss Linda.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, hi. First of all, I want to thank you a lot for the amazing session. Really, it's very helpful. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you. In fact, I have a question.
Okay.
I mix between the British accent and the American accent.
Can you? I heard British accent and the American accent. I didn't hear the in between. Can you repeat that for me?
When I speak, I mix between the two accents together.
Oh. Okay.
I need advice to avoid this mistake. What should I do?
Pick an accent. You gotta, Marla, you gotta pick one. You gotta pick American or British.
I prefer to speak in the British accent, but sometimes because I hear both accents when I listen to audio or something else, that's why I find myself failing mistakes. And
Yeah. I mean, I to tell you the truth, when it comes to people that mix the accents, I also, Dr. Muhammad, when this happens, is there a gray area during the exam, or do they frown on people mixing the accents?
Okay. No, it doesn't really matter.
Good. Okay.
You know what?
It's not
You
going
know
to
why?
matter during the exam.
You know why? Because in the world English, there is nothing called American or British. We simply say internationally accepted English. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what,
like I said, by trainers, and they never told me that I'm speaking in American or British. But here in Egypt, it exists, unfortunately.
Hold on.
Okay.
Marwa, are you an English teacher?
Yeah.
Okay, that tells me why then. I just want to tell you something quite interesting, okay? That there is a huge difference between the theory and the practice, okay?
Yeah.
Theoretically, we're saying you should not pick American or British.
Yeah.
However, if you want to beef up your bread and butter, do you know this expression, Linda?
Yeah.
Yes. I know about the bread and butter.
Yeah. If you want to beef up your income, عايزة تزودي دخلك. If you want to beef up your bread and butter, you must have kind of a unique and distinguished accent, either British or American. Theoretically, academically, we say it doesn't really matter, you know, American or British, it doesn't really matter, okay? But that's in theory. In practice, if you have an American accent or a British accent, it will be selected. And the American accent is far, far more popular than the British accent because of Hollywood and, of course, the invasion of the American culture all over the world. So
yeah, we're just invading everybody.
Yeah.
American accent is quite popular, yes.
Can I share something with you?
Shoot.
Doctor, can I share something with you?
Of course.
Actually, I used to, when I was growing up, all right, I used to actually have a Jersey accent. So I used to talk like this. Believe it or not, I used to kind of have like that rough kind of New York, New Jersey accent when I was growing up. So a lot of times I would pronounce things like coffee. Yeah, like really, or caw, it's out in the caw, you know, stuff like that. But now as I started speaking English, as I got older, I kind of dignified my accent a little bit so that it was easier for people to understand me. Because if I talk like this to somebody, if they come to me to learn how to speak English and I'm saying things like woofy, you know, a ka. It's going to maybe make them, you know, a little, they're going to be a little, it's going to be hard, I think more difficult for them to understand. So now my accent.
So once again, at the end of the day, what matters is that your English is understandable.
Yes.
If you want to work at an international school and the recruitment personnel are well educated, they will not notice the accent. They will check your teaching pedagogies, your teaching methodologies, and this is what matters the most.
Okay. So I got rid of my Jersey accent for nothing. I should say my Jersey accent for nothing.
So once again, we know that we've got many accents within the American dialect, like we've got many British accents without that. Marwa, my advice is to go watch the YouTube channel of Linda. Linda, have you got a YouTube channel?
No.
You don't have a YouTube channel?
No. No, I'm not a YouTube channel person yet. I honestly, I've just started making videos and they're very raw.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
I can help you with that. Just let me know.
Okay.
Because I'd like everybody to learn from you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much indeed, guys. I appreciate your presence. نورتونا جميعا ضيوفنا الأعزاء، شرفتونا. قبل انقطاع البث نفكركم نورتونا بجد. لو احتجتوا أي حاجة كلمونا. معاكم أخوكم. لو احتجتوا رقم تليفوني 01000 190 890. عايز المحاضرة كلمني. اتصل الآن. شكرا. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله. وحسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. وإنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.